Hey guys, Scott here. Welcome back to a new beer dissection video. What I have today is from Bronx Brewery. I picked up a 12-pack. It was a compilation pack. I may have the package laying over my shoulder from Bronx Brewery. They have a couple IPAs, hazy IPA, Pilsner. It's been overall okay. I think it's been aged out a little bit, but on a few of those beers. But this one, I'm expecting a little bit different. Today is, again, Bronx Brewery called Respira. Okay, it is a Gose. Okay, it's a Gose brewed with guava and coriander at 7%. Okay, Brooklyn Brewery, I'm sorry, I keep saying Brooklyn Brewery, I believe, but Bronx Brewery is still about 50 miles from me, but I've never had beer until I did this compilation pack. I never had any beers from them before, so this one I'm going to take a look at. And remember, with Goses are usually acidic beers. There's usually some type of lactic character to it. They typically will have salt as well as coriander in there if it's just a base one. This one's using, again, they say in guava, and that's it, just with guava. So there's going to probably be some fruit character to it also. So if you like sours, Goses are usually ideal for you, okay, or at least one of your go-tos that you can have it. But again, usually it's going to be sour with lactic character. You're going to have the coriander, and then you're going to have, in this one, guava, all right? And salt, I'm sorry. Usually there's some salt character to it. I did a whole video on Gose. The beer started in Goslar, Germany, by the Gose River. And then Leipzig is actually the city that is well known for a lot more now in Germany than even Goslar was. All right, so let's take a look at this. Okay. So again, usually also this is a wheat beer. Then I don't get the grist on this, but Gose is usually brewed with wheat. Okay, look for that video. I'll try to tag it when I edit this on YouTube. So I have this nice, white, 1-inch, pretty dense foam. Getting a little bit of that kind of frothing crema look on there, and I can already smell the acidity to this. Okay, so let's take a sniff of it while I'm doing it. So yeah, you smell like you think you're smelling lemons because there is some lactic character to it, and of course, lemons with the acidity to it. That's usually what the perception is. Wheat, white bread, very neutral malt. Like I said, they typically will use about 60% wheat if it was an authentic German Gose. All right. I'm not getting any guava. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm an expert on guava, but there is some type of fruit in here. I guess it's probably coming from the guava, tropical fruit character, but most of it is being overpowered by the acidity or the lemon aromatics from being a lactic beer, beer that uses lactic acid, or I'm sorry, lactobacillus, okay? Anyway, cheers. Oh yeah, punch it right in the face. Lactic character. Not over the top though. So you gotta get lemons. I'm getting some guava here on the taste buds though, which is good because it's giving you a little bit of residual sweetness to balance some of that acidity. Because you are getting blasted with lemons. It is a little bit lip puckering, but pretty good. I don't get the coriander. If they're actually using it, it doesn't, actually I think it did say it uses coriander, good, so it does use coriander. Coriander is very subtle. This is not like wit beer, or Allagash white. But the coriander is very subtle. Okay, mainly it's just the lactic character, the acidity is a little bit more overpowering, so it doesn't, I don't think the coriander is making its way through. But there is a little guava. Hops are not too important in this beer. So I'm not picking up that much bitterness. It's kind of a moderate bitterness, but really the acidity from the lactobacillus is kind of sitting there. Most of the time they kettle sour these. So do the mash, put the lactic cultures in, acidifies within the 24 hours, and they continue the boil from there and the rest of the brewing process. But there is a little bit of tropical fruit. I'm sure that's coming from the guava. but pretty good. I don't get much salt. I mean, usually they put salt in it. I don't know if they didn't say they did it in this one, but the true character of the Gose beer has salt, again, coriander, and of course the lactic character from the lactobacillus used cultures in brewing this. And usually it's a wheat beer. So anyway, guys, I mean, this is pretty good. Overall grade-wise on this is probably actually going to be ranking higher than some of the beers that have been in this pack. I'm going to say for a Gose, or just overall drinkability, I'm going to give it a good B+. In the world of Goses, I'd probably bring it down a little bit because there's so much competition out there. But I'm enjoying it. I would say definitely a B+ with this. So if you do enjoy sour beers at your local microbrewery, look at a Gose. And they may not advertise it as a Gose, but look for them. You probably enjoy it. It has the lactic character, the acidity to it. This one has that kind of that lemon bite to it. They're not using lemons, but it does give you the impression of that because of the acidity. This one has a little bit of that tropical fruit character, which has enough residual sweetness just to kind of subdue the acidity a little bit on the back end. But for the world of Goses, I'd recommend it, B+, guys. So today's beer dissection, or Gose dissection, was Respira from Bronx Brewery. Okay, I'm sure I'll have it over my shoulder if I haven't already. I would try that one out. All right. So anyway, guys, the next beer dissection video. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.